Hi everyone, CG here, and I'm finally done creating my add-on DECALmachine. So this add-on is for personalizing DECALmachine thumbnail. So this is the default thumbnail that you could have in DECALmachine, and as you can see, sometimes it is hard to see what decal it is. So I've made an add-on to be able to customize those thumbnails. And this is the result you can get. So you're going to be able to change the color of the background, the decal, and even add a copyright at the end. And this will allow you to actually organize your collection and see more properly what they are about. So let's start by installing the add-on. We go to the preferences and click on the install button like any other add-ons. But the thing is, there are some steps. So you will have some default preferences here. You don't really need to change them as they will be here in the end panel at the end. So we can close this for now. So once you will open for the first time the DM Customizer end panel, it will take time and Blender might freeze. And this is normal. It is because it is initializing some files and it needs some files to actually work. So it will initialize them and then restart the add-on. And now you can see we have a message that says, please restart Blender after the installation of the add-on. So we need to restart Blender. All right, so we are back in the scene, and now you can see that we have a lot of options. And first of all, we're going to be able to actually change the different colors. So let's say I put this, and then the zoom factor is actually how big the decal will be on the frame. So let's start by putting it at a default value as 1, and then we can click render preview. So the render preview will not render the decal in the scene. It will be only a separate decal. This one, it will be always the same. You will need still to render separately with DECALmachine if you want to render this decal. So you can see the preview here, and we can change the zoom factor, for example, and it will actually make it bigger. And then we have a copyright section over there where you can actually change the text, the color, and actually the zoom copyright is how big the copyright is. The offset is moving the copyright from left to right. The vertical offset, as you may have guessed, is the vertical position of it. And you will be also able to change the font. So you can load your own fonts and it will automatically change it. Notice that if you change the font, you might need to readjust the zoom and the different offset so it fits in the image. So that's for the basics settings. We do have here a button to save in the preferences, and what this will do is actually copy the settings from your scene. Let's say you really like those colors and you want them in other projects. Now if you click Save Preferences, it will automatically, and then you need to confirm, of course, and it will automatically save it in the settings. So if you reopen a new scene, it will be actually the default loaded here. So you also have a button to reset from the preferences, and this will do the opposite. It means it will take the preferences settings and copy it into your scene. So that's for the main part, but now you still need to render your decal. So I have a decal here, and I will need to go to DECALmachine and click on create subset decal. And what it will do, it will automatically take into account the settings that we put here to render the preview. So let's try this. Good. So as you might see here, we have the thumbnail that is personalized. And now you can add it to your collection and you will see them in the collection. And boom, it's here. So now this is fine when you're creating new decals, but what happens for the collection you already have? Like, let's say I have this collection and I would like to personalize them like this with this style. There is an option in DECALmachine customizer. Here, if you go to render libraries, now you will be able to actually select an existing library, so this one, and click re-render library. And this will actually re-render all the thumbnails of the collection with the new style. So that will take a little bit of time because it needs to render all the thumbnails. So if you have a big decal collection, it might take some time. And then it needs to reload all the DECALmachine libraries. So it actually refreshes the image when you're pressing D and opening the big menu. So it takes a little bit of time, but once you are done, you will be able to press D and then see the result here directly in your collection. So that's it for this add-on. See you on the next one.